please find DT stands for department. DTENG, that's English department. And then you'll see the logo of English department. It looks like E, but in rainbow colors. Yes, that one. And then you send me a message. Hi, Sydney. Bye-bye. Okay. ，Okay, so ladies, let's do this later because we're already on air and people walking by can actually hear us. So if I'm getting your Instagram account, the whole world will know your Instagram account. We'll do that later. Hi, Lucia. And also we greet people, when they walk by. So you may want to use the earpieces in front of you, somewhere there, and then you use it for monitoring, so you can actually hear yourself. And when you speak, it sounds a bit fun. And when you speak, remember, And when you speak, make sure you speak into the microphone. And then also you have to make sure that the microphone, while you're speaking into it, is out of way of the camera. So 2 details to put your mind on. First, you need to speak into the microphone, and then you have to avoid microphone getting in the way of the camera. Before my partner Luke arrived, and usually I hate wearing them. So before my partner arrived, a brief introduction. Let's get it started from Celine. Celine, although we have a lot of people walking by, and most of them are not listening, but still, introduce yourself.
My name is Celine, and now I'm a senior in college, and I'm majoring in journalism.
I thought you're still in your junior. Junior, but soon to be senior. And then tell us about you, Sara.
Hello, my name is Sara. I'm 22 years old, and my major is television, and I like to work out.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, that's the reason why you carry that workout water bottle.
Yes, very big.
What is your favorite workout?
Lift weight.
Weightlifting, really? How regularly do you do that?
Maybe 3 or 4 times a week.
That's a lot. Celine, do you work out?
No. Like 0 a week.
My partner always worked out. He used to be a professional athlete, and then he still works out a lot, very, very much. So before my partner Luke arrives, let me throw this question on you. What is your summer plan? Yes. How about Sara? Sara, but the premises is that if you don't have to work and you don't have to worry about money or time, you could actually have the entire summer to yourself. What would be your summer plan?
I will travel around the world.
You only have one summer.
I will go to the Korean first.
You'll go to Korea first. You can name 2 more countries, Korea, and then what after that? Japan, and then one more.
I want to go to the America.
The States. So you want to go to Korea, but do you speak the language?
No.
No? And then you also want to go to Japan. Do you speak the language?
No.
We can see a lot of pizzas walking by. Because it's the end of semester. It's most likely the 班会 time. But you do speak English, so your third choice is your top choice of language.
Yes.
But why do you have in mind the first two countries, like Korea? If you go there, what would you do in there?
Eat their food.
Oh, really? You like Korean food?
Yes.
Okay. And
Buy something.
you are a shopper. You like shopping.
Yes, clothes and makeup. Something.
We can see a lot of conflicts coming together. Fashion, workout. Korea doesn't speak Korean. Celine, what about you? If you could have the entire summer to yourself, what's your summer plan?
Oh, I'd like to travel around Taiwan, this island. And
That's a very good plan. But do you think that's enough? I mean, one summer.
yeah, I think it's enough.
But I believe there are a lot of townships and counties. So if you want to travel in detail, it's kind of difficult. It's kind of challenging.
But there's also some boring place. So maybe we can skip there.
Okay, speaking of your priority, if you first embarked on your journey around the island, name us the top 3 stops.
Oh,
Top 3.
maybe Yunlin or Nantou, some place that I've never been there.
You've never been to Yunlin, and you've never been to Nantou.
Maybe Alishan, but not.
I'm not good at geography. I have no idea what counties or territories are covered by Alishan. So but I believe Yunlin is one of them. Yeah. So if you travel to Yunlin, what would you do?
I don't know.
As an outsider, I've heard that Yunlin is most famous for its oranges and coffee.
Really?
Yes, oranges and coffee. And then they have huge production of oranges. So much so, they use the orange peels as the fertilizer and feed them to coffee. So their coffee trees, super good. And some coffee experts even go so far to say that their coffee tastes of oranges. Yeah. I think it's not everywhere in Yunlin. I think there's a special place called Gukeng in Yunlin. That place, famous for both oranges and coffee beans.
Maybe that'll be my first stop.
Yes. And then what about your second stop, Nantou? I don't know much about Nantou.
Me too. So maybe I'll ask my friends. So is there any good?
No. 南投意面.
I don't like
I've
Yimian.
never. I thought Yimian is from Tainan. If I have to name a few things that I think people most likely associate with Nantou, it would probably be shiitake, the black mushrooms, or some would say 剥皮辣椒, but then some would say that 剥皮辣椒 is what Hualin's most famous for. So I don't know. What about the partner out there? Because you are in mask. So I have no idea. You're someone I know or someone I don't. What is your summer plan? Are you planning to go to anywhere? Are you planning traveling anywhere? No? What would be the first thing you want to do in summer? Sleep all day. Good idea. I'll try the same. But I can't because I have a administrative job, so I have to come to work every day. I have no summer break or winter break. Yeah. Okay. So sad.
Oh, I'm so sorry for
Yes. Please be sorry for me. Be sorry for me. Okay. And then, because here comes my partner. Look, Look, we're talking about if sky's the limit, and then you don't have to worry about anything, and then you don't have to work. You could have the entire summer to yourself.
Oh, yes.
What would be your summer plan?
Oh, man. It's dangerous. Yeah. Okay.
The two ladies here are talking about traveling somewhere, and the lady out there is talking about sleeping all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, look, by the way, they're in my class right now for philosophy. Okay, so this is Celine from television.
Oh, nice.
Okay, junior.
Our favorite school of the Guangdian.
Oh, no, I like them all.
Is it like
Okay.
a little bit of a mixed bag? Like some of the students are nice, but some of the students are like kind of there because like Guangdian.
I try not to judge.
And the Dianing, they're kind of really artistic, but sometimes they're a little bit introverted and, you know.
Our audience in residence, are from 电影, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know, this is life. People tell English department is the worst department ever. So this is, hey, you know, no
Yeah.
words should hurt us.
Right.
But it's just, you know.
Yeah. No,
Anyways.
I think I made a mistake. Okay, Celine, are you from...
I'm from journalism.
Oh, I'm sorry, I mixed them up. Okay, so Celine is from journalism.
The second to best department at
Junior.
Shishin. Yeah.
And
second
then
only
this
to
is...
English department. Yeah.
Stop ranking. And then this is Sara. Sara is from television.
Okay.
Senior.
Okay. Television senior. Okay.
Yeah, graduating this year, or you are staying? Graduating this year.
Okay. All right.
By
well,
the way, she works out
Oh,
a
boy.
lot, like 3-4 times a week.
Oh yes, this is. I know exactly where I'm going to steer this
She's
conversation.
She's one of your people.
She might be stronger than me. You know, we'll have to hear about your squat.
Yes,
strength and
I
stuff like
squat,
that.
but I don't like
You should
jogging.
check up on her water bottle.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
it's bigger than mine.
Perfect.
I'm feeling a little bit self-conscious already. Yeah. How much can you squat?
Oh, I don't try and squat because my knees.
Oh, okay.
hurt.
So you just do other exercise. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yes,
I'll have to.
I do the shoulder press.
Really? Can I know how much you control your press?
Celine, I'm sorry. They start their workout talk. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
Nothing
just
is
do eye
important.
contact.
Nothing is important anymore. We're working out. The most important thing ever is being discussed. Okay. How much can you shoulder press?
10 kilograms per hand.
Really?
10 kilograms.
You're
Thank you.
jacked. That is a lot of weight. 10 kilograms.
Both of you. Do legit athletes despise machines? Because for them or for some of them, old school is still the best school. Okay, you either do dumbbells and kettlebells or whatever bells, and you do some direct fighting against the weight instead of doing those wishy-washy things.
You know, it's funny. Like, I guess the stereotype is that machines are for beginning lifters, but
So it is like that.
But the problem is actually I've heard a lot of I do too much listening of these scientific lifters on YouTube, but I do a lot of dishes, and so I've had to pick up some hobbies of watching videos to try to improve my brain somehow because I don't have any time to read. Anyways, the idea is actually machines should be used with advanced people. And,
Oh, really?
And beginners, you shouldn't let them use any machines because what happens if you start out with machines is you don't learn the proper movement patterns. So like you might get super strong on a machine, but it's really about controlling
Only
heavy
to
weight
build
in space.
specific
Yeah.
muscles.
And really when it comes down to it, I mean, having big muscles is nice, but really weightlifting should be functional. And so if I'm reaching down to grab something or if all of a sudden my son falls and I can catch him, things like that, really it's about building your tendons and ligaments and things like that. So if you just get really strong on machines, it doesn't really help you in real life. Yeah. And then also too, like you'll develop really bad form and things like that. And so it's just, when you're a beginner, it's scary and machines just seem very comfortable. And also sometimes people just like go around and do the machines all the time.
Yeah.
You can just do a round, not a round robin, but just you make your rounds of the same machines all the time. And but I've actually stopped using pretty much almost all machines. Yeah.
But if we want to do without machines, what would be a best old school form of training for non-workouts like us?
Okay.
Yeah, if you only need to name one, and then we start with baby steps, and then we have one thing to focus on, one thing to hold on to, what would be it?
Do you want to start? Or if you want, I can go and then you can.
I think the dumbbell row
Yeah, it's nice.
good for the new trainer.
Yeah.
Because
Do I
It's okay.
always need to buy them in pairs? Dumbbells.
Well, there's these adjustable ones. Like 你可以调成15公斤、10公斤就是转 right?
Oh really? I don't even, I've never heard of.
you can shift the weight.
Yeah.
Really? Because it comes with different weights, and then you can screw it up, you can screw it down.
Yeah.
What if it falls off?
Yeah.
That can be very dangerous.
Yeah, I've heard of that happening. It hasn't happened. Actually, it did happen one time, but it's like it could be human error. But you have to be careful.
See?
Yeah.
I don't want any of those adjustable ones. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's ideally just buy the real thing, or you just go to the gym itself.
Just go to the gym is the
But that's okay. But going to the gym, I think it's a bit too embarrassing for me.
Yeah, the only exercise I do is walking. Right.
Really?
now.
That's pretty good.
Right. Yeah, and then they check up on other people. I don't want to do that.
Hey, there's people that say you get your 10,000 steps in a day, you're gonna be fine. Like if you walk enough, that's like you're building up your leg strength, and that's all you need. I mean, I don't believe it, but yeah, because walking a lot it's gonna hit all your muscles.
And also dumbbells are too common. Okay, if I want to look fancy, I'll go for kettlebell. But what is your what's your experience with kettlebells? Are they any good?
So I know a little bit about this. Do you want to share? Or so kettlebells, they're kind of got big, I think, after, and I can't remember the guy's name. It's like Pavel Celine. There's I think he came from Russia and he's been in the United States for a while, and he's known for popularizing kettlebells.
I'm sorry, I missed out on that one. Is it a he or is it a she?
It's a he. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. Anyways, I would say kettlebells is probably the most functional.
Really?
Yeah, because you can do all these different movements. There's like this one thing called I think it's a Turkish get up. You're on the ground and you stand up with a dumbbell. So it's like learning about balance. Some people say it's not practical, but I think you're working on your back, your arms, you're moving it. So like the kettlebell is kind of almost like things that we hold in real life. And so you're learning how to swing things and incorporating different muscles. Yeah, so if you said, hey, you can only buy a limited amount of things, I think I might just do kettlebells.
Really?
Because if you get heavy enough kettlebells, the one big disadvantage is if you want to really train legs heavy. But even if you get a heavy kettlebell, you hold it.
You can tie the kettlebell to your feet.
Yeah, I mean, there's different things you can do. So yeah, I really admire people who are serious about kettlebells. I don't think they look physically huge, but they're strong. Like I wouldn't want to.
I do think they look intimidating to beginners because they're so constraining, they're so restraining. Like it's not something you can pick up single-handedly. When you try to play with it or train with it, it's almost always a two-hand job.
Yeah. That's a good point.
But it's good to know that you suggest kettlebells.
I've heard there's something about the weight, the way it's balanced. So when you think about it, we hold things like bags and with handles. Dumbbells aren't really realistic of things that we use. I mean, I like dumbbells. For example, last week was my dumbbell lifting week, and this is my bar week, which is...
Oh, you have a schedule.
Every once in a while, I kind of switch it up because that forces me to get creative and think about things. So it's like, if I have dumbbell week, I can only use dumbbells. Okay, it's like, so if I'm doing squat and stuff like that, how can I get heavier? And
That's crazy. Celine, they schedule something into their life, which we've been missed out all the time. Sarah, tell us about your workout schedule.
back day and shoulder.
Are they always regulars? Like, okay, every
Yes.
Monday, yes, okay, tell us about Monday. What's your day?
Maybe Tuesday start.
Oh, you start with Tuesday. Tuesday
Yeah.
is
Smart.
your
Back day.
back.
Can I
Yeah,
tell you why
back.
she's smart for skipping Monday? Monday is known as International Chest Day. So a lot of people get like
Why?
So after the weekend, people get like, okay, I gotta get back in the gym. So a lot of people
Yeah.
say Monday I hit the gym hard. So you get all these dudes like doing chest press and like, but by Tuesday they give up. So if you take off Monday, then all of a sudden you get to the gym. I don't know if that's your reason for why you do Tuesday.
Oh, I don't have time to go to the
Okay,
gym.
all right. So sorry, I ruined it. Okay, so you do back day, yeah.
Yeah.
And okay,
Tuesday is back day, and Wednesday is train glute and hammer.
hamstrings, yeah,
Yes, and
or hammies, yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and next is shoulder and chest.
Okay,
Yes.
smart.
Back to back. Okay, and then okay, Friday is optional. You can go or you cannot go.
Right,
Okay, you
yes.
can.
What do you do if you do a Friday session? What's your strategy? What do you hit?
Maybe back again.
Okay.
So it's like an extra. It's an extra
Yeah,
day.
it's extra.
I think a lot of men especially neglect their back because they think like, oh, if I have a big chest, but really like chest. Was it Bruce Lee? Is it Li Xiaolong?
Yeah.
He believed that the chest muscle was the most useless muscle of them all, right?
Oh, really?
Because really, when you come down to it, if you punch somebody, you're using more of your deltoids.
Yes.
So you didn't need to have a really powerful chest, right? But you need strong arms, shoulders, and back. And back really keeps your posture and things like that. So there's people who like slouch forward all the time and have bad posture because they have too much chest, right? They train too much chest.
really?
Yeah. So women are pretty smart about this, that they focus on their back. Yeah. Sometimes women, and you're smart too because you do shoulder stuff, but this helps keep, a lot of times women have kind of rounded shoulders,
yes.
because they're not doing enough to focus on their back and even shoulders,
I've never thought about training my back.
Oh, it's the most
I'm
important.
not smart enough. But okay, so what's the use of that? No matter how hard I try, I can never show my back.
But don't women like the back?
It doesn't show.
I've heard women really like backs.
But chest shows.
To you, but your significant other might see you with the shirt off and go, wow, your back's looking really good.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind.
I've heard, I don't know. People have their preferences,
But okay, other than the way it looks and then how much it seems taut. Okay, what good is it about training back?
I think back is everything. I mean, other than legs, you have to have, because really people say, oh, you have to have a strong core. You have to train your
Yes,
abs.
a lot of people say that.
But really, if you're doing exercises where you're standing up, especially non-machine stuff, if you're doing I don't know if you stand up or sit down when you do shoulder press. But if you're standing up and you do shoulder press, you're using your abs all the time because you have to balance.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why I try to do almost all my exercises standing up. And maybe I won't have as big as muscles, but I'm always training my core, so it's going to be stronger. But then I think with back, so legs are most important, but back, like it keeps your posture, keeps you from slouching, it helps like with lower back pain, and you're just constantly using your back all the time. Yeah.
Celine,
Keeps
okay,
everything in
what do you schedule into your life? Because they're talking
Taco
about
Tuesday, pasta Friday.
Nice.
what for Monday?
Maybe McDonald's and
McDonald's for Monday, and then what's for Tuesday?
taco for Tuesday.
Taco
Yeah.
Bell's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Very good plan. Okay, very good plan. What's for Wednesday?
Hot pot, I think. Hot pot.
Hot pot for Wednesday. Okay, and then for Thursday,
For
do you usually eat better and eat more on a difficult day or the other way around? When you have a difficult day, does it kill your appetite?
yeah, I will eat more.
Oh,
It
okay.
increases the appetite.
Yeah, okay. Yes, okay. Well, what's it called? Okay, pressure eating or
No.
there's a term.
Comfort eating? No.
No. It's a subcategory of comfy eating. Anyway, okay, something along those lines. Okay, pressure eating. Okay, so what do you usually eat, okay, for a big weekend party. No matter it's with friends or it's something to reward yourself.
I think it's pizza.
Pizza. Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Big fan.
I think you're living a very
Don't say hedonistic.
American life in your stomach. Okay.
But you know, like Warren Buffett is 94 now. The guy doesn't exercise. He drinks Coke all the time, puts a lot of salt on his food. But I think there's something to be said about being mentally healthy. If
Yes.
you're able to, because he enjoys what he does. Like he doesn't want to make money. He just loves looking at numbers and reading reports and, you know, because all the stuff
Like an autistic math freak, right?
Yeah, I mean, and so everything that talks about exercise, you need to be able to squat 1.5 times your body weight at 40. It's like that guy couldn't do it, and he's still moving really well. So maybe
Yes.
maybe there is something about just moving some and kind of being healthy, and then just mentally,
True. True.
and not like giving into vices, not eating just so much that you don't feel good, and then I don't know if that's your kind of
Yes.
theory in life, just being holistic.
Yes,
like,
I've heard of that too. Okay.
Because we waste a lot of time in the gym where I kind of admire people who don't go to the gym because they have more time to watch movies. And
I
things like that.
wouldn't say waste because I as an outsider, okay, of the of your athletic world, I do know that when you are in there, you are laser focused on the now. You are not letting your thoughts drifting around, thinking about things or people that bothers you, and then getting back to the reality or the confusing world, the reality of the confusing world. So for me, it's also a kind of a mental training. Yeah, that's the way I see it.
Yeah.
Just the pain it involves is too much for me.
It's I don't know what kind of pain it is. If it's a sore pain or if it's really physical pain and your joints hurt, that's probably not a good thing.
Or on second thoughts, it's not pain either. It's like there's so much involved. I don't know what to say. But then, if I leave it there, without working out, and then I always want to get back to it, I regret it. Especially when I focus on my bathroom scales. Yeah.
Yeah, the scale. Yeah.
I put on weight so easily. I stopped jogging for a couple months, and now I'm back to over 80.
Wow.
Yeah, at the beginning of the semester, 75.
But even 80 for your height is probably pretty within the natural. Within the
I
healthy.
don't. I feel heavy. I hate it when I feel heavy, and my genes are always trying to scream out something.
So, have you heard about his diet? You had the warrior diet for a while. I don't know if you're.
I don't share my personal life with the class.
Yeah.
Okay. Although it's a philosophy class, so they never heard.
Can we share?
Sure.
This
sure.
is very. Yeah, you could share it. It's really interesting.
No. Okay.
Okay. So there's the one thing that's really big is the 16/8 fast or whatever. So basically, you try to not eat fast for 16 hours, right? And I don't know if you do anything like that. For women, I think fasting is not recommended as much. But there's another thing some people call it the warrior diet. So with fasting, you often eat just 2 meals a day. And so by trimming off one meal, you kind of keep your calories lower. But you've done
One.
even more extreme and just eating once a day.
Yes, I only have one meal every day.
And that's, for some people, like it's a really great way to trim down. I know like Peter Attia did it, and he's the health guru that everyone loves nowadays. So, I mean, there's definitely disadvantages to it, but it's hard to put on weight when you only eat once a day.
It's so easy for me. For me, it's just my day. It's not any special particular day. This is how I live. I eat one meal a day, and I can still put on weight. Probably because I tend to overeat.
I mean, you have to be having a pretty big meal, because if you think about it, if they say general guidelines is men should be at 2,000, 2,500,
Yeah.
and especially if you're running and things like that, I mean, you have to really be putting down some food, But there is some things about if you shut down your metabolism too much, right? If it might go into like kind of a starvation mode, and then if is it trying to put everything into fat because it knows it's not getting fed enough. I don't know enough about this.
I kind of know my trigger though.
Yeah.
Okay, I can still put on weight if I keep my jogging regular. Okay, and my trigger is alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you count alcohol as part of, or do you drink it outside of your eating?
No. Okay, I never drink my alcohol alone. Okay, I only drink when I eat or when I have my dinner.
Celine, do you drink?
Sometimes.
Because I have like a Friday night beer where I just go to the 7-Eleven and walk home.
Beer for me is like okay, Monday to Friday. Okay.
Monday through Friday, really?
Yes.
So do you drink more than one time a week?
No.
Okay, yeah. Do you drink it all or no?
Maybe 2 weeks. 2 weeks a day.
Okay, so
Drink.
so you have one drink every 2 weeks.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, wow, you win.
Hey, look, by the way, okay, they are importing zero sugar beer from Japan.
Interesting.
Hey, wait, okay, it tastes good. It tastes very hoppy. So don't worry about it.
Interesting.
Still a lot of calories in there because alcohol's got this oil greasy kind of burn built in it. But at least it's a bit healthier. It going sugar free.
Yeah, that's interesting. You know, it's like when I was young, they said, well, Diet Coke is linked to cancer. So all these diet pops, it's like, how can something taste good that doesn't have any calories, right? Or like minimal calories. And so I don't know if that's still a fear of mine. I don't like the taste of diet stuff. And, you know, I've heard that it triggers something in you. You think you're having sugar and then it causes you to overconsume in other areas. So people who drink diet often aren't that thin. And I've seen people drink normal stuff and actually they know how to try to control their hunger.
I don't do diet drinks either.
Yeah.
Okay, because it always comes with a funny smell, and also doctor says that yes, it is 0 calorie all by itself, but your body doesn't react to it that way, the way it expected you to. But the sugar-free beer, I say, it's not they're trying to change something, from the gene or something basic of the beer. They're just extracting the sugar out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if they're able to somehow not put like artificial sweetener in it.
No, they're not.
Yeah, if they can do that, then. Because all the sugar that we have, it's not good for us. Yeah,
they're not okay. But you have to know that you can only do this extracting sugar. You can only do this with the with lagers.
Oh, okay.
If we're talking about something Belgian, something darker, something fruity, no, you can never take that away.
Interesting.
The sugar has to stay.
Yeah, I know that. I don't know if have you had alcohol in the United States? You too, or no? Because we're famous for having like beer that tastes like pee.
I know. I know the joke.
Yeah. So it's like with Americans, our beer it tends to be light because people they drink it for parties. And you don't want to be having a heavy beer.
No.
When you're on like the boat and the beach, you know, you want something that goes right through you.
Yes.
So
the American Budweiser is very different from the original German Budweiser. Yeah. Very different.
And we call the regular Budweiser, we call it Bud Heavy.
But it's Bud regular.
So it's the regular one, we call it heavy. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. So we drink all light beers, yeah.
Okay.
I try to get alcohol out of my life as much as I can because I have a kid now, so I don't like being like, oh, where's my son? But yeah, my one peaceful, usually a Friday night beer. I try to keep it to one because there's really now the theory is that there's no amount of alcohol that's healthy.
True.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's a new theory.
It'll
change.
That is very new.
Yeah, it'll change. We'll see somehow, but.
No, I do believe it, although I like it very much.
Yeah, it's a hard one. Yeah. That's Peter T actually counts it as like you have your protein, right? Your carbohydrates, and he actually includes alcohol. Or if you look at like, you have your breads, you have your fruits, your vegetables, he includes alcohol in it because it's like, hey, we're eating so much, we're drinking, consuming so much alcohol. It's like you might as well make it its own food category because people don't count alcohol, and people used to not understand like how can alcohol be a drug because it has calories. So, because usually when you think of a drug, it's like no calories. So alcohol is kind of special, which is why coffee is a drug.
But okay, I'm not talking about doctors, but scientists says that narcotic scientist says that alcohol is actually on top of the list. It's the most addictive, most poisonous substance you can get, and no government in the world is banning it. And
Except
then
for Muslims.
marijuana, 16.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And marijuana is perfectly safe when you use it as a medicinal substance.
Yeah.
But a lot of countries are banning it.
Yeah.
The most dangerous two of the most dangerous things in the world. Most governments are selling it: tobacco, alcohol. I'm sorry, wrong order. Alcohol and tobacco. Why? Because it brings money. Yeah.
You can trust these government leaders, I tell you.
Yeah, but anyhow, so back to the subject.
Yeah, so
alcohol is my trigger.
What's your favorite type of drink? Or is this private?
Coffee.
Oh, you like coffee?
I like coffee.
A coffee
I don't
person.
I don't drink beer or alcohol often because my mom used to be a like wine seller. So people is like that. If you don't get any like 限制,
you don't restrict yourself. You don't control yourself.
So if 如果你没有被限制的话，你就不会对这件事情感兴趣。
Okay. It's completely open to you, and then therefore you don't like it. It has to be a taboo.
Yeah.
Hey, Celine, you are not allowed to. Okay, and then you go crazy.
That's funny because I've heard the argument made that the problem with the United States is that it's prohibited until you're 21. Whereas
Yes.
Europe, it's normal for even like teenagers to have some drinks.
Yes.
And so they it's less of a taboo. Taboo is a really nice translation of restriction for
Yes.
It's actually it's like 禁忌, right?
Yes.
So that's probably the better way to explain it in English.
Yeah, whenever we hear no, even when it's said by ourselves, we react. We react
That's why the Catholics are naughty.
in the opposite way.
And Sarah, what's your go-to drink? Do you have a drink that you like?
Not special, just beer.
Okay. Wow, you really are a lifter, yeah?
Beer. Yeah.
Doing the presses.
Yes, I train. I do beer. Okay. But Sarah, what's your favorite kind of beer? Like, light or amber or dark or fruity?
I don't know them. I just buy
Yes,
them.
okay, a serious trainer. I don't know them.
Yeah.
I just chuck it down and I can feel the bubbles. Yeah. Look, do you have a favorite cocktail? Or you don't do that either?
I used to drink all these like feminine drinks when I'd go to the nightclub. I would just apple martinis. It'd be a plum drop.
No.
Fairy high. It was kind of
Fruit alcohol.
kind of embarrassing, but I felt like I could take most of the guys in there, so I'm going to drink the nice drinks. But yeah,
Okay.
But I like the girly drinks in terms of the first sip or two, but then after a while, it's like, okay, that's too much.
Because of the citrusy in
It's
it,
just
or
sweet and stuff. I really like sweet stuff, but the more I keep sugar out of my life, the better better. Things
Really?
are. Yeah, I've tried to cut back. So you like coffee, yeah? I drink black coffee now, and I try to not have coffee after 12 o'clock.
yes, when I drink coffee, I drink my coffee black, but I can never exclude sugar out of my life. I need a lot of sugar.
Yeah.
I don't drink sugar, but I eat sugar.
Oh, that yuanzhang is coming. Let's do a high to yuanzhang. You ready?
Okay, let's do that
Yes,
together. So it's a Ye Yuanzhang on the left, and it's our Yuanzhang on the right.
Okay. All right. 1,
Oh.
2, 3.
Yuanzhang.
Yay!
So we have two
院长最棒了。
Yuanzhang walking by.
Wow.
That'll be our 院长,
双胞胎的
数满院长 and
院长。
叶院长. Okay.
拜拜。现在好热啊，是不是？哎呦，
Yep.
慢走啊。OK。 I don't know if I'm allowed to say that because I'm younger, but we went for it. I'm a foreigner. They'll
Go for it.
Yeah.
Go for
like
it.
you're not supposed to say 辛苦的. I'm not supposed to go to my 主任 and go 辛苦.
No.
No. Break
Hey, they don't know. Why are you no? I never tell people. Please don't do that ever again.
These are secret.
Yeah. Don't run me. Yeah.
So, okay. But yeah. So is there anything else about alcohol, or do we need to go back to their dream day?
No. Okay, we're still on that. Okay, you are very confident. Okay, in taking all the guys at the bar. So you don't mind going after the fruit drink.
Yeah, I didn't mind in the past. It's like if it's going to be the same price. Yeah. But now, for example, I like the cider beers. Oh, like hard ciders are fantastic.
Are we talking about London cider beer?
Maybe.
Or something?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that stuff. But beer, it's like maybe the first sip. It's just if I want to drink a bigger quantity, I like it a little bit more bitter. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's something. I don't know if my taste buds are changing or if I had to change or something. I don't know. When I first started drinking coffee, I would put a lot of cream, a lot of sugar in it, and then as you get older, it doesn't matter how active you are. It's like, man, my metabolism is slowing down. Oh, we have some Fu Xiaozhang, coming up.
And 学务长 at the back.
Oh,
okay.
Wow. Okay.
Look, if you really like cider beer, there is something you should try.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the old days, we have a group of female scientists who developed Taipei fruity beers.
Really?
And now we have another group, coming from Taihu, I think. Taiwan Tiger or something. And then, that'll be our Lin Fu and our 学务长.
Okay. 林副好. Okay.
They are developing this new series. Also, for you two ladies, it's called 9.9. Celine, I know you don't like beer, but this is a completely different thing. I don't like wishy-washy American or Canadian beer either, but this is completely different. Everything comes in two series. Western series and local series. And everything, every kind of beer is named after a certain kind of pun. Like the most recent one, with a lot of strawberries and cranberries in there. And it tastes nothing chemical. Really, really good. And the reason why we're calling both series 9.9 was because the alcohol percentage is always 9.9. Delicious. You get drunk before you know it.
That's it. Oh, that's dangerous.
And then, going back to the naming. The naming is always built on puns. The one with a lot of strawberries and cranberries in there, the one is called Thank You Very Much.
Oh. There you go.
It's completely Taiwanese humor. And then another one coming from the local series. You got cherry tomatoes in it.
Ooh.
And then you got dried fruit, preserved fruit in it, 蜜饯 in it. And then so it's sour and it's beer, but it tastes of something that you know from your childhood. The name, it's also got vinegar in it. So the name 处男见女 or something. It's another plate of words. On the Taiwanese version of, excuse my language, bitches. Yeah.
Interesting.
And then, they also have their cider beer, with Newton sitting under an apple tree. I forgot the name already, but it was a salute to Newton.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Can you get these at a 7-Eleven?
Especially in 7-Eleven, but not every 7-Eleven. It has to be the one across from the street from 景美3号站. That particular tiny 7-Eleven, quite a spread. Other 7-Eleven, bits and pieces.
Interesting.
Yep.
I'll have to...
And Sarah, you know. Next time you drop by, you try. Yeah. You try it today, you thank me tomorrow.
Wow. What a deal.
Right. Anyhow, that's my trigger. I'm generous enough to share.
Oh, okay. Now I know. It's funny, I think Taiwan is getting better in terms of selection.
Oh, yes.
If you go to the United States, it is out of control. When you go to our convenience stores, it's just too many options. A lot of times they have a walk-in refrigerator. You just go in there and it's just
No way.
out of control. Yeah, it's actually so much selection.
机构主任。
对啊，yeah, there's almost too many options.
Yeah.
It scares you. Yeah.
Celine, so when you go for coffee, what kind of coffee do you usually go for? 哎，苏院长。
现在好多院长、很多主任都在外面。
Yes, it's a big day. We have a lot of top people walking by.
Oh boy, step up the game.
Black coffee, because
Always, okay, and that's 因为组长 Okay.
oh,
拜拜，慢走，现在好热，是不是？加油，我们可以的。快到期
Okay,
末。
Celine, don't stop for us. Okay, we do this all the time.
This is the only thing that
I
Yeah.
drank my first coffee like I was elementary school or something.
Oh, wow.
So
That's early. I can understand why. Okay, your family never tell you not to drink this or not to drink that.
yeah. So I think it's like a part of my life. So and
So it's always black. Have you tried anything else and come back to black, or you are always sticking to black?
sometimes latte, but always black. Yeah.
Oh, really? So you don't like latte?
I don't like milk. So
You don't like milk? How can? What would the world become without milk? You take it back.
don't though, like most Taiwanese people have lactose intolerance. They just get
I can't imagine my life without milk.
乳糖不耐. Yeah, that's because I don't know if you two have it or you three. Because I'm white. That's like our one good thing. We can just drink milk, you know.
I even put milk, into my cabbages when I cook.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I really wonder if lactose intolerance, if it's maybe less genetic than we think it is. If it's you drink it all the time, if you get used to it. Because alcohol, people who drink alcohol, you either get red or you don't. But it's like when I stop drinking milk for a while and then I drink it again, I'm like, ooh, I don't.
Look, it's different. Okay, with the way, the reason why the reason why I can drink alcohol is because I'm a drunkard. Okay, but I'm a mammal. I'm a mammal. I was built to like milk.
Yeah. But
We were all built to like milk. We're mammals.
But most humans are lactose intolerant. No, only white people.
Oh, really?
Isn't it something like 70-80% of Asians at least are lactose intolerant?
I thought it's universal.
Lactose intolerant.
So it's a Caucasian thing.
I think white people are good at drinking milk because we have that culture of having cows and things. So the idea is like why Native Americans in the United States are said to not have much alcohol tolerance is because they didn't grow up with alcohol. Where alcohol has been in Europe for a long time. So
Yes.
we've had time to build up resistance to it. And milk, the same thing. Because mammals don't drink milk after they're little. Like only humans drink.
True. But in the natural world, nothing drinks alcohol. Right?
Yeah,
And alcohol's been in Asia for thousands of years. Right? But when most Asian people drink it, they still have Asian glow.
yeah. Their little scientific theories are falling apart.
Yep.
You're giving them the 主任 treatment.
Look, stop it. It's not funny. I hate this thing.
Okay. So you drink, when you were little, you had black coffee?
yeah.
Wow. So it didn't bother you, the bitterness? Because it's very bitter. Yeah, it's...
But Celine, do you really drink it a lot?
Oh, maybe 1 to 2 cups.
1-2 cups a day?
Yeah.
And if you drink it late, does it give you sleeping problems?
Well, no.
Good.
Really?
Good.
Wow.
It doesn't do that to me either. Sarah, how about you?
Me too.
Okay.
You can
it
drink
doesn't give you problem.
Yes.
Luke, does it?
I don't know if this is a good idea, everybody, because the half-life of alcohol, of caffeine is just really long. They say to get rid of the caffeine, if you drink it after 12, it's definitely going to be in your system. So you might think it doesn't affect your sleep, but it does.
I can drink it right before bed.
Yeah, but if you were to measure your sleep, maybe it wouldn't be so good. That's Chris out there. That's Chris, the man, the baseball player. Yes, sports and culture, #1. Yes, you can do it, Chris. #1. No. Wow, feels very touching. Okay, maybe that's because he forgot to do his oral.
Yeah,
report.
look at all those sunny faces. Okay, there are only 2 more weeks to hold on to.
I'm barely holding on. This is why we work out. Yeah, I've had to force myself to say, I am busy. I do the workout, because if I don't work out, then I don't like my students. Because I can't look at my students and go, you're playing on your cell phone and you're the reason why I'm not lifting weights anymore. So I just have to lift the weights and then just make it.
He's always saying that, but students actually love him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, but okay, whenever I run into 体育室老师, they're always telling me, like, every one of them, like, about the combination of workout and coffee drinking. Like, you drink a little cup, you drink some coffee before you work out, and then you drink some coffee after the workout. And then, they say it helps helps the burn of the calorie.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Maybe it's true.
So what if I settle down with drinking coffee only without working out? Does it help burning my calorie?
There actually might be an argument for that. Yeah.
So Luke, you've never tried that, or you've never heard of that?
Oh,
the combination of caffeine and working out.
It used to be my pre-workout.
Oh, really?
So there's something, I think a lot of people call it pre-workout as a supplement. Yeah. I can't remember if it's not buchongping.
But you are not doing it anymore.
So in the United States, when I used to be a cheerleader for like half a year, at the very end of my time at university in the United States, when I was just about to finish up my bachelor's.
I'm sorry. Did I hear wrong? Cheerleader.
I was a cheerleader, and I was that's probably when you saw me one time and you go, wow, Luke looks really big.
Yeah.
Because when I was cheerleading, you have girls standing on you all the time, and you're holding them like this, and I was lifting weights, 5 days a week. And back then, that was I was like 22, 23.
You looked like a quarterback.
I was pretty, that was like the most massive I've ever been. And I've actually gotten back to doing that kind of stuff because when I put heavy weight on my spine, it just makes me stronger. But anyways, I was using pre-workout and I was using protein. And there's something called like G-Swan called creatine. And so it makes you look bigger because it puts more water in your blood.
I don't know. Sarah is nodding. I've never heard of it.
It's not important. Anyways, I don't use that stuff anymore. So, so with cheerleading, there was a product called Jacked 3D, I think it was. And it just gives you a whole bunch of energy. And so let's say you can push 80. With this, you do like 85. Or you can...
Is it even legal?
Some people think it shouldn't be legal. And there's people who have used it and kind of died because their heart starts beating quick. Yeah, it's like super caffeine. Yeah.
Some kind of steroid.
It's not a steroid. It's just a heavily caffeinated product, or I don't know what it has in it, but it stimulates your heart.
Like Red Bull in a pill.
Yeah. It's a Red Bull, but maybe even more concentrated. Yeah. And so I would use that kind of stuff because my mom was paying. And
that's Coco.
Yeah, Coco's in.
Yeah, Coco. Around there.
Coco.
Yeah.
She's a senior, but she looks like a freshman. She's gonna.
Well put.
Coco is gonna have a great, graceful aging process.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. And Coco is graduating with an honor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good for her. Yeah.
Okay.
Double major as well. I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, with this stuff, it was nice because I was getting more reps, but I stopped it because it's like you only have so much money, so. I have a kid.
It costs
quite a bit of money. Yeah. The creatine, G-Swan creatine, is quite cheap. Yeah. Some people say everyone should take it because it actually does things for your brain that is helpful, I guess. But so there's that, but later on I switched to coffee, black coffee.
Yeah.
And I would do that for my pre-workout drink, and I think I kind of stopped because I had a friend who died
of Crackton.
So what happened was...
of black coffee.
He would drink black coffee before... And I don't think it had anything to do with it, but it just kind of... It scared me a little bit. And then I used to use... Is it Hongnyo? No, what is it called? There's a Taiwanese kind of Red Bull. I forget what it's called.
Manyo.
Manyo.
Yeah.
I used to have manyo before, and then some old guy said, "You shouldn't drink that stuff in the gym." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then eventually I'm like, "Whatever. It doesn't matter how many reps I can do. Just do
So
it for
avoid those boosters.
Yeah, I mean, basically, to me, I don't really care about it. But if you don't really need it, you should probably kick out as much caffeine from your life as possible. I used to lift at nighttime too, and now I do everything in the morning. Morning gym is way better than night gym.
This is unbelievable. See how much they focus on working out, and then on top of that, they do something extra to boost their muscle building.
Yeah.
We don't do anything at all.
And you have no idea. Like this is just there's even way more advanced stuff in terms of what kind of food you're eating, what to do for meal prep, and then people really get into it about do you purposely put on weight? Do you bulk at times? Like you try to put on a little bit of fat in order to gain muscle, or you just not care about that?
I don't care.
Yeah, just be
Yes,
healthy.
I just want to stay healthy, and when I exercise more, I can eat more.
Yeah.
Just like that.
That's more fun. Yeah.
I
don't
can
need
eat
to.
more without
Yeah.
exercising.
So right now I'm in my bulking period, and I probably don't bulk very well because I don't count my calories, which you're supposed to. And then you're supposed to be eating like 200 or 300 more calories than you need in a day. So you put on a little fat, but because you have enough fat, then you're putting on the muscle at the same time. And I probably don't eat enough.
No.
But so
You should bulk up with me.
yeah, we'll do a dreamer bulk. But anyways, so next I think I'll have one more week, and then the last 2 weeks of this semester here, I'm going to be doing a cut. So I'm going to try to start losing some fat, and then.
I also want to know about your ways of preparing coffee. When it comes to coffee, how do you prepare? Okay, is it like even if it's a 3-in-1, anything powdery, as long as it tastes of coffee, that'll be fine? Or it has to be something that you prepare in a specific kind of way?
Do you prepare your own coffee? Or you just go to 7-Eleven?
Go to the 7-Eleven and buy one.
Me too, yeah.
They do terrible coffee.
Oh, it's probably really bad, yeah.
That's like Starbucks leftovers.
What about?
Yeah, I got coffee in Family Mart or 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Family Mart, allegedly is the best among them.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. Number 1, Family Mart. And then number 2, the one with the circle and it says K something in there, High Life, or I don't know. And then the third one, maybe if you order right, the third one is in Starbucks. And then Cafe City or Coffee City from 7-Eleven, way down.
Wow. So Starbucks. 期末加油！期末就快到了，你们可以的，拜拜。
Yes, 2 more weeks to hang in
You
there.
can do it. Yeah, so I don't. I like it if someone says, "Hey, I'm going to make you coffee," I get excited because I enjoy people.
You never say so. I always keep a mocha pot in my room. You never tell me.
I have a mocha pot. I didn't do a very good job with it because mine would always be super bitter. I didn't know what I was doing.
If you want your coffee out of a mocha pot, you always have to have it latte.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Otherwise, we'll be talking about 6 or 8 cups of espresso together. That's a bit too strong.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I had even looked up some videos on it, and it's like I cleaned it and really seriously, and then later on, my wife got me a coffee machine, and then she ended up breaking it. But I would always break coffee machines too. They don't last that long.
In my home, I always have something around 2 or 3 mocha pots. It's like one of the must-have kitchen utensils.
Do they call it a percolator where like it comes up?
No, you don't call that percolating.
What is that called?
I don't know.
I think that's really, I think it's so cool the old ways where it's like you boil the water.
Yes,
it comes up.
okay.
Yeah. I think mocha pots are really cool too. The idea of like, wow, I mean,
you just leave it to gravity.
I mean, it's like you're basically a caveman.
Yeah. Okay.
But,
I think we have visitors from outside
okay.
Cici.
We have to get very
Hi,
serious.
everyone.
Yes.
Okay.
This is our podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have any viewers, but we do like to say hi to people.
Yeah, only to fill up the time.
And you're welcome to come in and talk. We have 2 microphones here. Yes, if you want to come and...
Yeah, too bad we're wrapping up in minutes.
Yeah, but we can always try.
Yes.
The door is open. We didn't close the door. It's not locked. Yeah. We might have a guest coming in.
Okay, now,
Nice.
Should we get back to, Celine? Celine,
yeah.
how do you usually prepare your coffee? Since you like it black.
Actually, my father will prepare coffee
There's
for
a
me.
door.
Oh, you have everything taken care of.
Yeah, just open up the
Everything.
door.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got you. Actually, we have 3. I'm gonna stand up, but you must put the headphones on. You have to put the headphones on because it makes you feel like you're part of the environment. Okay. Take a seat, yeah, and then.
Look, you're living.
No. I'm gonna stand off to the
Okay.
side. Yeah, I'm gonna be an audience member for a while. Yeah.
Oh, let me have the honor.
Yeah, and then I think the camera.
You can take my seat.
No. You are the head of the department. You have a very important job. Okay, I'll be out here.
Introduce yourself first.
How's everybody doing today? Doing good?
No, I'm tired.
Hey, it's pretty hot out there. You know, it's understandable. You know.
Feel free. Okay. So far we're listening to.
Shane Fulcher. I'm a political science major, and
Danielle Woodard, I'm a sociology major.
Okay. And then,
I'm Vaughn Severance, and I'm a physics major.
so how long have you been here for? This is already day.
This is day 1.
Oh, this is day 1. Okay.
Well, full. This is our first full day. We got here yesterday, but it was late at night, and so we hung out. But this is the start of our first full day here.
Any plan outside the any plan off the campus?
Yes.
Like, okay, anything particular you have in mind? Any place you like to go, or any food you like to try?
So we hit up the night market.
That's a challenge.
Yes, once we got back, and a lot of our day is scheduled. So we're going to the Palace Museum and then Jishan Gardens afterwards. So those are the 2 other things that we're doing today. And then we get a little bit of free time at the end of the day to go to the night markets or the 7-Elevens and try all the food.
Oh,
so, yes.
yeah. Okay. I hope that you can enjoy the rest of your days here. And also thank you. Like, I believe this is your day 1. So, you kind of brought along nice weather. After you arrived, it's okay. We have a lot of sun. Yeah. So what's the weather like in Michigan right now?
It's warming up,
It's a lot colder than this.
but it's warming up, so we have to stay positive about that.
But you're
There's
not
some-
but you're definitely not walking around in short sleeves like this.
Well, some days.
Yeah.
Michigan weather is really weird, where one day it will be very warm, and then the next day it might snow on you. But we had some nice sunny days before we came where it was t-shirt weather.
Okay. And here we have Celine from journalism. She's already in her 3rd year. And this is Sara, from my philosophy class. They're actually both from my philosophy class. She enjoys philosophy and working out hard. So this is Sara from television. She's already in her 4th year, graduating this year.
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, tell us more about your background, what we should know about your university, and then if opportunities arise, they have the opportunity to visit your university. What would be the first thing that we go for?
You see, I've really immersed myself in SVSU culture in my past couple years. I started off slow burn. My freshman year, didn't get involved in too much. And then starting after then, I was like, all right, time to lock in. So I would recommend going to the hockey games because our team was very good, and it's just a very small stadium. So when you get all of our students packed in there, it's just a whole different atmosphere. So that's a lot of fun for me. And then there's over 100 different clubs. So those are also great.
That's also something new for us. You know, this place is too hot to have hockey. Yes, anything else?
I would second the sports, like a football game or a hockey game. going to one of the tailgates before a football game. You're going to get the best exposure to culture in one of those two.
Okay, sports and sports. Let me call out to my partner. Look, they're talking about sports. They're talking about, come in, back me up. They're talking about sports. Okay. And then, lady.
Okay, so I'm going to take it away from sports, although I do love them. We have a lot of nice nature stuff. There are trails, there's water next to us. Michigan is known for its Great Lakes. We're the Great Lakes state. So you can come out and see the beaches, and I like picking rockets on the beaches, different little rocks. So there's a lot of nature activities.
Okay. So, as a Taiwanese, and you do know that Taiwanese people are big on food. If I ever visit Michigan, give me the top 3 foods that I shouldn't miss out on.
Okay, so there's this UP special. They're called pasties, all right? You will only find these things in the UP. Nowhere else in Michigan, there's like pasty shops, but the second you cross the Mackinac Bridge and go into the UP, every single road, there's just all over the place, and they're really good.
Okay.
Yep.
And top 2 will be?
Oh, I'm going to have to go with Coney dogs then. If you're going UP, I'm going to go Detroit and a nice Coney Island Coney dog.
I think that's something I can like.
Okay.
Yeah. Any third?
I'm trying to think. I'm not sure. I know the pasties in the UP. Those are really good. But yeah, I'm not sure for number 3. Both of those are great options, though. You can't go wrong with
Pizza.
either of those.
You can't go wrong with pizza.
Actually, there's Detroit style pizza, the deep dish. That's unique to Detroit, and that's super super good pizza.
What's the state drink?
Oh.
And of course, I'm asking for something very particular, not like ordinary lager beer.
Okay.
What is the state drink of Michigan?
Werner's or Faygo?
Werner's, yep, I would agree with Werner's on that.
Werner's.
Probably.
Tell us more about Werner's.
It's a ginger ale, and it burns your throat as it goes down.
Oh, really?
Yes. Not like bad hot, but
Like
just
a ginger
it's so
burn or
bubbly.
alcohol
Yes.
burn.
Yep.
And it's
I
very
agree.
carbonated.
Okay.
Yeah, if you make the mistake of inhaling through your nose a little bit as you're drinking, it'll make you cough.
It's like the water version of Japanese wasabi.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, that's a little hot.
Okay. But
it's not spicy. But you do have to be. I'd say careful drinking it, but it's not dangerous by any means.
Yeah, but the way you describe it makes it sound very, very dangerous. Now, let me call out to my partner. Look, I need you. Okay, back here. Come back here to talk to people about sports. I'm out.
Well, I played soccer at SDSU actually.
oh, really?
I wasn't very good, and I got kicked off the team. But but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, you got to put the headphones on to. So I played at SVSU, had Division II soccer team. Yeah, and I think they're actually even better now, but they're mostly European. The last time I checked,
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah.
it was like something like 28, 29 of their players were from Europe. But when I was there, we had maybe half the team was local. So there's Owasso, people would be from there. We even had some Midland Bay City guys. Yeah. So you guys were talking about alcohol.
No, it's a pop, a soda pop.
You're talking Werner's.
Yeah.
Oh, Werner's. Oh, that stuff is pretty well. Have you had Werner's? Yeah. I don't know if they have Werner's in Taiwan. Yeah. If there's.
What is
It's 一种就是透明的汽水。对，有点像水碧. It's a little bit like Sprite. Yeah. So.
No.
Yeah. Could you say Sprite? No.
Oh, that's a weird comparison.
Yeah. Because it's more bitter. There's less sugar in it.
I don't know. Werner's is Werner's, you know? I mean, it's hard to explain outside.
It's also almost medicinal.
Okay.
Like if you're sick, you should probably have a Werner's.
All right. Isn't it? It's not Canadian, is it? I can't remember.
No, that's Canada Dry or something, isn't it?
But so Werner's, is it American? So who made it first? Does anybody know?
Werner's? I think it was Michigan. I think Werner's is made in Michigan.
I think it is made in
sure.
Michigan, actually, yeah.
Because the longer I stay in Taiwan, the more I realize that maybe Michiganders, we are really Canadian more than we. Because don't we have a lot of like the Canadian sayings and a little bit of the accent.
Yeah,
and-
especially the further north you go.
How long have you been in Taiwan for?
I've been 15 or 16 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So be careful how long you stay.
Have any tips for some newcomers?
Oof. Always wear shorts if you can.
Okay.
Yeah, at this time of year, no long sleeves.
Have you tried stinky tofu?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think it's a little overrated. Yeah.
Okay. How do I get over it? I'm gonna try it tonight.
The best
looking
choice
for
is to
tips.
be fried.
Okay.
The best choice is
Okay. Yeah.
We're
Looks like
being
we gotta
summoned by
head
our
out.
people.
Okay.
So-
Well, you all were very qualified to be podcasters. Yeah.
Thank
so
you.
Thank
whenever
you.
whenever you want to come back in the future, you're always welcome.
Okay, remember people can still hear us. Okay. Oh no, I should call out on you, Sarah, because you can talk sports
Yeah.
with people. I cannot. Sarah, how long have you been like this? Like really into sports? Or ever since your childhood, you are always into sports?
No, I don't good at sport in my child.
Bye bye people, enjoy the rest of your stay.
I just start in 2024 year.
2020.
4, yeah.
Oh, you started
September.
only from 2024.
Yeah.
Oh, so turns out Sarah, wasn't always into sports and working out like this.
Yeah.
She started from 2024.
Well, that's one of the most fun parts about. It's like people call it a fitness journey or an exercise. So I think this stereotype is that you just have always loved exercise. I hated to lift weights in the past. Just hated it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I didn't like training cardio. I liked playing basketball just to play basketball. I wasn't serious about diet.
Look, what did you just put into your mouth?
Gum.
Is that one of your secret that you never want to binge eating anything?
No. The gum is because I just felt like I didn't have enough water, and I was worried about having dragon breath. Yeah, which I might have. But that's life. You just keep a distance from people. You get a dry mouth when you do this podcast. But yeah, like I think everyone who has had a fitness journey has kind of had a time where they said, "All right, like this is it," and I've turned a page. That's the old me.
To be honest, I don't really hate running. I like to see myself in shape. But then, after I am a bit in shape, I feel happy, I start celebrating. And then I give myself 1 cheat day, 2 cheat days, 3 cheat days, and then turns out every day is cheat day of the week.
I think that's another problem is like people, the way they talk to themselves. So, for example, I was listening to a health podcaster I like, or a health YouTuber, and he was saying, women shouldn't be embarrassed or not want to weigh themselves on a scale. A scale is just tells you a number, and it's just for you to look at and I'm going to adjust my life accordingly.
This is what I go through every morning. Every morning I look at my scales and then, I'm not going to peep into it.
Yeah, I mean, I do want to weigh myself more. I haven't weighed myself in like 7-8 months. It just doesn't matter. But another thing too is like when you have a bad day.
Oh, and that's our 图资长.
Oh, 图资长好. Okay. Yeah, so it's but also if you have a bad day or you just we start again. And people get into this bad habit where I've already fallen off the wagon. I can't get back to what I was, and it just start again.
But when I have a bad day, I definitely go jogging. I need it.
That's
I
good.
do know that's one of the few moments I know that this is therapeutical. Yeah. I always do that. Whenever I have big trouble in my life, I work out. I work out hard.
Yeah, you have to lie to yourself about why you work out. My wife probably knows this. Like, I try to do about 10 hours of fitness a week, and to me, it's like my mindset is I know if I do that much that I'm ready for war.
That's really a lot. So for you, it's 10 hours minimum.
I mean, I don't know if I get there, but I try to do cardio 6 times a week, and then 30 minutes each time.
Sarah, do you usually set hour count for yourself weekly?
Cardio?
Cardio. And that's our 江院长 walking by.
哎，张院长好，peace， 感觉他可以当总统吧？
I used to set a plan that I do the cardio 3 times a week, but maybe
Cardio 3 times a week. That's a lot.
2 weeks after, I never do cardio again.
So you give up on that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think you made the right choice. If you have to choose, if you said, okay, Luke, you can choose to run or lift weights, lift weights.
Yeah.
Because if you lift weights fast enough or you have fewer breaks, you're getting the cardio. I mean, not as well, but.
For me, I never see myself as a disciplined person. So the best thing for me to do is start running and don't stop. And then till, sometime after 35 minutes, I can stop and start weightlifting. But enduring, I don't allow myself to stop for anything. Because I'm a slacker. If I find an excuse to stop, I can stop right there without picking it up again. Yeah, so for me, it's kind of hard. Yeah. That's the reason why I always schedule my Monday for berry beer. And then Tuesday for very, very strong Irish stouts. And then and then Wednesday is my free day. I can drink whatever I want.
Wow.
But as long as I keep it down under 10%. Of alcohol percentage. And then Thursday don't drink. Because Thursday is my most hardworking day. So Thursday don't drink. Also because Thursday I have to teach at 正大. So don't drink. It's good. It's okay to throw up at 世新 because I'm a 世新 person. But if I throw up at 正大, I'm kind of making sin of myself, and then I'm shaming 世新. And then Friday is my whiskey day. Yeah.
Danny, you're always welcome. You're always welcome to come into the podcast in the future. Yeah. Yeah. Next week, the week after. 未来一定可以来啊. Yeah. Waiting for you. Send a message. Yeah. You have my line still, yeah? Okay.
Oh,
we'll
look, you have them in your class.
1 year ago. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You have tenacious memory.
I try. Well, Danny he's a unique student.
Okay.
I don't want to say special because that has a bad connotation. Yeah.
Sure.
But Danny is a very...
but only because you put your
sincere
mind to your students.
I try.
So you remember them.
I try. Yeah. So you can all come on the podcast in the future. Yeah. Send a message. We will set it up.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. 就是发讯息，我们就再排时间了。Yeah. 一定要。我不知道。
Yeah, look, you sound like Taiwanese.
Yeah. Do we have guests next week? 下礼拜有来宾吗？
Yes, we have Chris.
What about next week?
Our Chris. Told Chris.
Next week?
2 weeks from now, the school is scheduling something, so we kind of have 1 week off.
下学期 yeah.
See?
Next semester, yeah. You 3, yes, we're coming, yeah. 你们都是大三的吗？ Yeah, okay, we're going to do it, yeah. We're coming on the podcast, yeah. We're waiting, yeah.
Look, you're this close from saying 我们下次约. Okay, it's a Taipei saying.
Danny 进来 Danny 进来说话要算话 Come on 你们要来吗？可以啊
Come on in, ladies. We have enough seats.
Yeah. No.
Well, you can sit here without saying anything.
Danny is here.
Come on
in, Danny.
Feel comfortable.
All right.
Okay.
And it's not Danny, it's Denny, right?
Go to exchange next semester.
Okay, then let's not do the 下次吃饭 Yeah. Is it 下次约下次吃饭吗 Is that what it is? Yeah.
Or just约, because you don't have to be specific. Okay, you never put your mind to it.
Okay, so Danny, what are you going to share with? You're going to go be an exchange student. You're going to be an exchange
Where
student.
are you going?
I'm going to Shanghai, 同济大学.
Oh,
Yes.
that's one of the most famous and oldest universities there. Yeah, Tongji.
Yes.
Okay.
They are not only famous for humanities, they're very, very famous for engineering.
Oh.
Yeah. One of the old ones, real ones. Yeah.
I don't know what the fake ones are like. Less affected by the Cultural Revolution? Tongji.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. Okay. So, Celine and Sarah, have you ever gone out on an exchange program?
No.
No, never.
Okay. It's already too late for you. Okay, Celine, are you thinking about one? An exchange program.
Maybe. If I got
And you
time.
know what kind of people will usually be sitting at the judging panel. Yes. So be nice to us. Okay.
I've done it one time, yeah, which I was not happy about, yeah. But
Yeah.
I help students train for it. Yeah. So if students, by the way, you're 大四, you're fourth.
Yes.
Actually, I always disagree with this. What I think people should do is 你演毕一年.
Yep. For what?
Yes.
Just
for a program like
yeah,
this.
yeah, because like it's so cheap. to
It's
do through
worth
Shishin.
it.
Yeah. Do it.
Think about it.
Don't graduate. Don't graduate. Don't do it.
You put a delay on your graduation for 1 year. You pay Sisin money, you receive Paris
Yeah.
or Roma education.
Yeah.
Totally worth it.
I'm telling this to Olivia. I'm like, I told her the last time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I tell students this all the time. Chris is already taking advantage of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Cindy. Okay, Cindy did that. Cindy went to Czechoslovakia and then traveling across 41 countries.
So Denny, why China?
Why China? Because it's very close to Taiwan, and I think their education is more. The student they study hard more than in Taiwan.
I don't know about
Oh
this.
yes,
I
the
used
competition because the competition is cutthroat.
I used to
Yes.
think this, but I think it's getting worse in China. The quality of the students, I don't like them less in terms of people, but their studying habits are becoming more and more Taiwanese. But okay,
That's true too.
okay, and then so it's
And
closer
then,
to.
I want to be an actor if in the future if I can. So I choose the performance performance to, how to say that
College, 学院.
yes
Yeah, maybe you
performance
could
college
say
in,
college. Or,
yes.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Usually it's like colleges within a university. Or maybe they just call it a yuan, right? There's different yuans.
But I think you are right. It used to be college for if you are leading a place as a dean, it has to be a college.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like in the United States, a lot of times a college becomes a university. So Saginaw Valley State University, which was just here, they used to be Saginaw Valley State College. And then they started getting like a department they have a college of education, a college of engineering, college of business.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I learned that college.
I don't know. I don't know if that's what they are. But
You used to be like that. So, 人社院 would be College of Art and Humanities. Yes, like that.
okay, so you're going to go to get some training as an actor.
Yes, because I want to train my performance skills, something.
Because Shishin doesn't have much training, I don't think. Like you guys do the video filming and stuff, but I don't know.
Maybe just the video filming, not performance in. It's not very
comprehensive.
major.
But when I talk to people majoring in communication and things related to cinema and television, they're always saying, and they are mostly from outside Sisin, they're always saying that Sisin is the best place for training because you don't have to focus on theories, and then the learning environment is very similar to their future working environment. So they're always saying that if you want to learn something practical, you come to Sisin.
Because the way they film projects, stuff like that, it's very...
Probably. They call it seamless transition. But I don't know about journalism and television.
I know Zhengda gets criticized for that. That their RTF is
right.
theoretical.
Then you go to Zhengda, you study books. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Them books, they'll get you.
Yeah. Celine, so before we wrap up, what is this one big thing you learn from journalism? Don't worry, journalism people won't be listening.
the biggest point is you need to choose how to yuan. Like every problem is like people's problem. So
Oh, very good. Every problem is people's problem. Okay. So you have to make sure you have the best team members before you can have the best team. Sarah,
Hey.
what is the one big thing? It's a very good question for you, especially because you're graduating. What is this one big thing you learn from television? Don't worry, your 主任 just walked by.
Yeah. No one listens to our podcast. If they listen, it's for the first minute. They're
Yeah.
already gone.
Actually, I think the theory is most important. But
Theory is most
yes,
important.
but lots of people don't learn the theory class, and I don't like that.
And that's the reason why she likes my philosophy class. You're welcome.
Nice.
Okay. Hey, Celine, but why did you sign up for a philosophy class in the first place? You can tell me the truth. I can take it.
well, I think it will be fun. Like I like I study in like social psychology as a minor.
Oh, so you really like it. I thought you two were just there because you need the credits. Okay. Oh, what a comfort. They are joy to have in my class.
Right? Because there's something about we need to pass on, not theory, but substance. There's something. Can't just all be practical.
Substance comes from theory.
Yeah.
That's the marrow.
There needs to be something that guides us as a culture. Yeah.
Yes.
So should we turn it to Denny? Yeah, Denny, and then you'll say it, and then we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna rollerblade to the gym. I
That's
rollerblade to the gym and then back to my car because
That's fancy.
I gotta be fat. Today is chest day, yeah, and back day. I'm looking excited about it, yeah.
I don't have the legs to follow fast. Otherwise, I would.
And it's not raining like it was last week. Things are looking good, yeah. Okay,
You're
Denny,
going to be blazing on the street.
get ready. That's what I do. I rollerblade on Wednesdays, rain or shine, because it's lifting time. Denny, what have you learned?
You mean I learned in my major?
Yeah.
I think because I study both major in Shishin, and I think the most important thing is communication with people. Yes.
Very similar to your answer, a little bit. Yeah.
So I made a lot of peoples and make new friends or something. I can maybe in the future I will ask them for help or something resource maybe I need. And the best thing is I met a lot of people in Shishin. Even I didn't learn very professional knowledge or something, but I met a lot of people, so I can just get more resource.
Cut that and give it to
And I met
Xiaojiang.
Luke, the best teacher in Shishin.
But what he's not saying is 我会扣分 if 你迟到. And I still haven't gotten you that TOEIC book yet, but don't you worry, I'll get you one.
Okay, thank you all for
Okay.
coming. Okay, it's been a pleasant afternoon.